Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. So I wanted to dive into this Chrisean Rock and NLE Choppa situation where she pretty much responded to NLE Choppa. I guess he sent her some text messages, kind of letting her know I apologize for talking about your son. I apologize for the jokes and all of that. You know, when NLE Choppa and Blueface was going back and forth about a month ago, you know, NLE Choppa took to the internet and he was kind of saying some things, kind of just, basically saying like, Blueface, you can't, if you take your son and stand next to my son, we gonna see who gonna stand up straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically poking fun at the fact that, Blueface and Chrisean's son is on the spectrum. So, it's a lot of people that been poking fun at Blueface and Chrisean's son. So I think it's just one of them situations where, she just fed up. She feels some type of way. I mean, even Blueface himself has kind of said some things about his own son. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things, man, where it's just like, you gotta. I'm not gonna ever say not feel away because that's your kid, but I'm gonna just say know what you signed up for. When that's all, you just know what you signed up for. So I want to dive into this situation, kind of
For dysfunction. I appreciate
exactly
you
what
reaching out.
how
I just
she
don't do drugs.
responded. Want to dive into this situation, how she responded, what she said, and my take on it. If this is your first time in the chat, welcome, 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 welcome. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay connected with the family. Let's get into it.
Really mess with me is that Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. Hold on.
And just for a little context, this is him texting her, or either he texted her or he wrote her on social media, inboxed her, and this is kind of what he's saying for context.
Like that's what triggered me, and my anger overpowered my message. I didn't get to deliver any way, shape, or right, and I apologize to you. That it didn't deserve my words, and the grace you showed me spoke volume to the season of your life you're in the right now, and I'm here to support and congratulate you overly. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth.
Now I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm just being honest. I think that most parents with kids that have disabilities always go to that. They always be like, my kid ain't got no disability. My kid ain't. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And I get it. You can word it a certain way and say, hey, well, that's not a disability. And you know what we're talking about. You know what we talking about. So for all the parents that's, oh, well, nah, listen, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, my son has a disability. My son is on the spectrum. My daughter's on the spectrum, or whatever the case may be. As a parent, yes, it has to be hard. I don't have a kid that's on the spectrum, but I would assume, you know what I'm saying? I know kids on the spectrum. I've worked with kids on the spectrum. I got family members on the spectrum. Shit, I might be on the spectrum, goddammit. But at the end of the day, it's people be in denial. So when he says, "Hey, listen, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have came. I shouldn't have said it like that. I shouldn't have did this," and she like, first off, my kid ain't got no disability. That shows to me, again, y'all might not look at it that way, but that's how I look at it. You're in denial. You in denial. And at the end of the day, I get it, but fact of the matter is, the kid is on the spectrum, and it's okay. because you still gonna love the kid the same way you would love any other kid. Let's get back into it.
Say, if I said it, he had a disability, then he.
Right,
but it's like,
don't tell me.
I ain't say none of that. Right. I ain't say none of that. Watch your mouth.
You didn't have to say none of that. And I'm not gonna keep stopping, but again, we be watching people grow up in front of our eyes on social media. Just because somebody getting some money and they got a platform don't mean that they ain't grown or don't mean that they've grown up. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things.
And then I said, as far for his father, co-parenting decisions are personal. I chose peace and safety over. He said, thank you for the correction. Just wanted to send you sincere apology. Okay. But why we got to talk about the next? Like, let's just talk about what you just said. Like, I get what you said about Blueface or whatever.
Yeah.
But he dealing with his own demons.
Right.
And you
Absolutely,
dealing with yours. And I don't really it's like, I'm not finna gossip about another to another.
Also true. But I like what he said, though. He said, you know what? Thank you for the correction. Because he could have been like, well, my bad, damn. And then now y'all both.
No. It's just like, like
just don't.
It's not even just that. It's like, say if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against your kid or yourself, then you should not accept it, bro. Yeah, anybody, if they're guessing or whatever, no. The word said what the word said. God said what the God says. I don't have to accept what you. Take your son. For dysfunction.
I'm gonna say this, man. This last part, I feel exactly where she coming from. Me personally, if we into it and you bring up my child, we can never be cool again. We can't never be cool again. I'm just being honest. If you bring up my child, you can sit there, oh, well, I was wrong for... Ain't nothing to talk about, bro. Ain't nothing to talk about at all. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? If you bring up my child in any form or fashion, it's up for life. So, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand where she's coming from when she's like, look, this and that. Like, I'm not feeling that. Don't talk about my kid. But her being in denial to me is something that she has to work through. If you have never seen and you're kind of lost with this whole situation, you've never seen exactly what he said about the kid, this is a clip of exactly what he said. And this was him going back and forth with Blueface, and him getting out there and putting it out there like, look, this how I feel about who I am as a man, who I am as a father, versus who you are as a man and who you are as a father. This is what NLE Choppa said.
Him beside my son, and let's see which one of them know how to operate. Let's see, hey, hold your son beside my son. Let's see which one of them can hold their head up. How about that? Yeah. Put your son beside my son. Let's see them bark. Let's see them slap barks. Put your son beside my son. Let's see who can hold their fingers up to their nose. Take your son.
And like I said, even when I seen this video and I did a response to it before, I feel like NLE Choppa got scared. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like NLE Choppa got scared. Him and Blueface was going back and forth, and Blueface was like, bro, I'm not gonna keep doing the back and forth internet stuff. I'm just not. If you want to fight, holla at me. If not, stop talking. So his response to that was this. This was the response. So Blueface goes, hey, bro, you keep talking about me. I said some jokes about you, but I'm not going to keep going back and forth. What you trying to do? What you trying to do, bro? Let's not keep doing this internet. What you trying to do? And this was his response. So this showed that, bro, you just talking. You scared. Because if it's really up like that, then let's get into, because we can do it on some money shit. When you take two celebrities, you take two people with brands, you can do it on some money, like, okay, boom, let's get in the ring. I do this like Blueface do it all the time. Let's go box or whatever. We can make some money off the situation. We do if we do the content thing, and we still get whatever aggression out we got out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an issue with me and you feel away, then let's box. We don't gotta take it to the street. Don't gotta be none of that. Let's take it. Let's take it to the ring. Let's box and let's call it a day. And then let's both make some money. Let's both make some good content. It's gonna bring us both a bag. Let's do it like that. So I respect Blueface for saying, "Hey, bro," because I'm the same way. Like, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with you at all. Like, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna keep getting loud and you getting mad and, oh, I'm gonna write this about him and then I'm gonna make this song and, bro, I'm not about to go back and forth with you, bro. Like, if it's an issue, then let's take it where we're gonna take it. If not, then let's leave it alone. So you responding and saying, well, let's see them. Let's take my son and your son and let's see them slap box. That's basically saying I'm scared and I'm gonna try to say some cool shit to just like that wasn't no fly shit to say. Well, no, because who I am as a man, bro, you talking at this point. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying I decline, you wanted to go put it out there like, nah, bro, nah, let me try to like 51 fake. Let me hit him with the 51 fake and be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me try to still sound tough and make the people think that I'm tough. Whole time it's like, nah, I don't really want to fight this man. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what this internet is. You find people that get on here and just pop it. Then you be like, all right, what's up? And then they be like, oh, nah. So, bro, come on, man. We men. Let's come on. Let's just figure a way. So, his response to me was whack. And then after that, after this, all these videos, then he goes and gives a public apology, right? This was something that he said, I believe, after that last video. Me and Blue handling that shit for real, for show. Last time we had words, he apologized for bringing my mom in stuff. I owe you the same respect. I apologize for what I said about your son from the heart. I text this message in private, but wanted to do the same publicly. And I think that's respectable, man.
Recently seen.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that that's respectable for you to say that, but at the same time, I feel like people be so quick to pop it. Then when you realize that, oh, this nigga ain't playing. Oh, then it's like, oh man, my bad, man. It's because you did this. It's because it's like I see that a lot. It's like, just don't pop it. Just leave it at that. Like, it's okay to be like, you know what, bro, I ain't got time. Like, I'll be saying that in a minute, bro. Like, I'm a grown man. I got real responsibilities. Don't think you tough. Don't think I'm walking away from the situation because of you. I'm walking away from the situation because I got to pick baby girl up from school in a couple hours. I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to be like, hey, bro, it ain't that deep. Like, everybody wants you to crash out. Let me rewind. Every person that's not mature wants to see the crash out. Then when you crash out, oh, you dumb, bro. He's stupid. You a crash out. You dumb. You this and that. Whole time it's like, bro, but if I didn't, then I was a punk. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta realize as a man, it's okay to be, hey, bro, it ain't worth. If it ain't worth killing you, I'm probably not gonna entertain it. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. If it ain't worth taking it all the way there, I'm probably not gonna. It's like, all right, bro, I'm not tripping like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna distance myself. I'm gonna wave you off. All right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we gotta learn as men to just say that in the beginning. And that's what I'm getting at. Say it in the beginning. Don't wait until Don't wait until, oh well, he say he want to fight now. Now all of a sudden, oh bro, my bad. I apologize. You talked about my mom, so when you talked about my mom, you apologized to me, so I'm gonna apologize to you. No, bro, that just shows that you're scared. You do all of that popping, putting him on songs and this and that, and talking about his hood and talking about his tattoos and all of this extra shit, talking about his son. Then when he say let's fight, now it's nah. And then you hitting his baby mom, oh, I apologize, this and that. It's like, bro, like, I don't know. I feel like NLE Choppa just got a lot of growing up to do. Again, all of that money don't mean that you mature. It don't. All of the money you got, all of the fame, the clout, whatever, it don't mean that you mature. It's that simple. We seen it time and time and time and time again. So that is the reality. But again, I'm glad that this situation did not go to the extent of, them taking it to the street. I'm glad it didn't go there. But, it's one of them learning lessons where it's just like, bro, if you're not willing to take it there, just shut up, bro. I get it, content, I get it, fake beef, I get all of that, publicity, I get it. But in certain situations, we got to just start saying as men, if you not trying to take it there, let's just be cool, bro. It ain't about being the toughest nigga in the world. It's not. We're not kids. Any grown man past the age of 25, and I'm going to even say 30, past the age of 30, that's constantly getting into situations, constantly, fighting, constantly, having shootouts or whatever, you don't got no shit. You ain't got nothing going on, for real. You ain't got nothing going on, for real. Because if you got something going on, you like, bro, I'm not about to, I got shit to do. It ain't about, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of guys that feel like, when I was younger, I didn't get a chance to get off what I wanted to get off. I may have gotten punked before, or I may have, lost some fights, or people may have looked at me like I'm not the toughest guy, right? They drag that into their older years. So that's why you see older men trying to be wild. Like, bro, you not wild, bro. You just, you could tell, you could look at a person and be like, bro, you too old to be acting like that. Something didn't go right when you were younger. Because if it went right when you were younger, where you had to go sit down and do some time, you almost lost your life, you had to take a life, whatever it was, right? By the time you get older, 30 plus, 25, 26, older, you like, bro, I don't got time to be playing with y'all goofy. Y'all goofy. I got shit to do. I'm not about to be constantly getting into it with nobody. And, bro, I got responsibilities, bro. We trying to buy property and build portfolios out. We trying to build investment portfolios. Y'all niggas is talking about goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? You got to get there, man. So at the end of the day, I'm glad it didn't go to that level with them. But I think NLE Choppa has to say to himself, bro, I need to just stop across the board. You getting into it with too many people. You beefing with Blueface. You're beefing with NBA YoungBoy. It's like, and then when somebody says, "Hey, let's fight," then all of a sudden, oh nah, bro. Like your son can't stand next to my son, bro. What is you talking about, bro? What is you what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, I'm glad, like I said, it didn't go that far. Chrisean's response was something that I get where she's coming from to an extent. I feel like she's in denial, like I said. She's definitely in denial about the son. I think that at the end of the day, it's okay. And I said this in the beginning, I'm going to keep saying it. Because anybody that's dealing with having kids that's on the spectrum, that was my first job, right? My first job not my first job, but I would say this was probably my third official job. I used to work with kids on the spectrum, right? And when I tell you there's some great kids, there's some great kids. I worked with two kids in specific on the spectrum. when I was, I think from 18 to, I want to say 18 to like 20, right? And amazing kids, right? So people on the spectrum, yes, you may have not gotten the same type of mechanics as, other kids, but you can still do some amazing things. I got a client right now who's on the spectrum.